picking up where we left off yesterday, crawling through this game because I really like it and I'm okay with 100%ing it. As miserable as it might be, I appreciate it. People tolerating it. We were in the Taiyang Medical Corporation facilities. We were just about to wrap up the missions in there. We're basically getting out on the exit right now. Got a few more things to loot and pick up. Need to scope out the CEO's office, but that's about it we've got left over to do here. I think I needed to rehack something. I had just quick saved. May have been in the hallway outside. This was the one. I had screwed the pooch right at the end of last stream. How's everybody's week coming along? So again, Leon for you subbing. Alright, so I gotta go. So we'll start with this. That's correct.
Access granted.
That's probably the best thing. I had to use a lot of software, but there were a lot of high-level nodes in there. Nice. How was your nap? I'm a man, not a number. Your spring break just wrapped up. Jaden's currently on spring break. Let's see. TIM condolences. Please inform Ms. Zhao that while appreciated, her concern over Sarif Industries' ability to weather recent setbacks is unfounded. Mr. Sarif has no intention of selling his company to Taiyang. Interesting. Hostile takeover. Received a response when nothing has changed. You wish me to begin approaching the stockholders. Do nothing for now. The man is stubborn, but he can be broken. Oh. Cool. Corporate warfare. It doesn't so exist in a couple different languages. I think there's Spanish, was it a CSE? Basically literally means so-so. Cyberpunk corporate warfare. For reals. A little concerned about that camera in there. Probably... Oh. Nothing to see here. Move along. I was kind of hoping that this desk would be the console for that. Looks like I can use this computer without the camera seeing me. Did the Madam's elevator access code, new biochip. We read that somewhere else too. And then, of course, the mailbox limit, which we had already seen. Let's see, where would the camera console... Oh, yeah. That's progress right there, so I don't want to go that way just yet. Turn off the alarm here. There's no guards here. It's not at the moment. Does it kind of have the same meaning? Alright. Try to get the loot. Because if I don't get it, it's not the end of the world. Really? Making that shit expensive on me today. I didn't get a chance to use. I think I gotta get one freebie here for this to be doable. And keep disconnecting on the first one.
Access granted.
That's fine. I got all this software. I may as well use it. That's the way we need to go. Try getting into that door. You don't see anything. That's what I thought. Taiyong Medical and You. Corporate history. Incorporated in Shanghai in 1977. Okay, there was something about, like, quarter 400 earlier that I was like... It may have just been a unique label for the quarter. Cool. Ah, bustable wall. Sweet. No way to turn off that camera as far as I can tell. I don't believe there's anyone behind this door, right? Okay. Wanted to make sure. So that's one of options if you didn't have hacking. I guess you could also just get the code. Excuse me. Oh, I think it can see me from over there. Shit. Alright. I might need to hack that door. I don't think I found a console to turn off that camera, right? That would be one of the first cameras we've ever seen that wasn't able to be disabled. I'm gonna back up really quick and just see if I'm missing a security room somewhere. These all seem like corporate offices, so I kind of doubt it, but... Can I shoot it with, like, anything? And it'll disable it? I thought maybe I needed to use an EMP grenade, which I didn't want to blow on this. There's an alarm panel never turned off. Actual hardy guns. Okay. I was able to temporarily disable one with the stun gun, which made sense. I think we'll be just barely okay.
Access granted.
Kinda close. If you're new to the stream, hey, I'm Marstead. I'm trying to beat every awesome game ever made. I believe there's so many awesome games that it's impossible to play all of them. You can check out the list of games we've played so far if you go to games.marstead.com, and you can vote for the next game at vote.marstead.com. Welcome. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end up shooty gunning. This must be connected to a separate console that maybe just doesn't become accessible until later. That's likely. I do have plenty of shots for it. I guess I'm not using my other guns at all. I can pick up the gun that one of these dudes dropped, right? One of these machine pistols. Let's try that. So I'm going to drop the heavy rifle ammo temporarily. Drop the ammo capacity upgrade. Take the machine pistol. Swap to it. Yeah, but vote.marstead.com has the instructions to vote because you vote in chat. I'm trying to keep it short and simple. Let's give this a try. Well, that triggered an alarm. So yeah, no, I think I might be able to avoid the alarm with the stun gun. I can give that a try. I can add vote in chat. That's easy enough. Good looking out. Update the mission command later. Let's dump this gun and get our stuff back. I'll try the stun gun disable. We'll give it a shot. I've got plenty of ammo for it right now. Totally does work. It's only a level 1 pen. Not a lot of XP. Alright, I think the XP you get is a function of how difficult it is.
Access granted.
Wow, yeah, I was cutting it close. Worth it. For the 25 XP or whatever I just got. Hey Ludifex, what's groovin'? How you doing? Already alarmed. Haven't seen a fridge in a minute. You're right to classify the game that way. You go out and catch it. I have yet to find anything behind a fridge, and that fills me with sorrow. Yeah, this is a long elevator ride. Congratulations, wrapping it up. Whoa. They're just trying to communicate how massive the Taiyang medical facilities are, I think. This is like the Blade Runner-iest, dystopian-iest, cyberpunk-iest area. Just hoping for a Praxis kit, but you know, make more stun gun and drink darts. Does Taiyang Medical make stun gun and drink darts or something? I found so many of them here. Right. See some shit. Music here is pretty cool too.
I'm sure it was just a clerical error, quipped Zhao Yunru, CEO of Taiyang Medical, as transfer of ownership was officially declared. The purchase gives Taiyang a significant increase in global market share.
Global Politics Review, the Indian Sink. Indians have replicated some of the achievements of the People's Republic of China. Outsourcing move of the early 2000s created a surge in the country's knowledge base.
China now, as details about a bold maneuver by biotech corporation Taiyang Medical continue to emerge.
2020 has moved toward their conclusion. The boomtown years are apparently over, in which the Indian subcontinent teeters on the brink of backsliding toward an economic meltdown.
Of Scotland.
Affects the Japanese bubble economy of the late 20th century.
Earlier today, as rumors
I don't know much about the Japanese bubble economy.
of
Did Japan have financial difficulties at the end of the last century? I think it's just meant to constantly be in an alarm state.
The purchase gives Taiyang a significant increase in global market share. This is Eliza Kassan reporting to you live from Picus.
Time you access your inventory, you open your coat, which expands into a weird grid-based cabinet. I didn't ask for this. Ooh, level 5 security safe.
Continue to emerge. Sources close to the multinational giant
Level 5 safe that I can get to the server on. Very exciting.
Corporation N-Pro-Tech of Scotland. N-Pro stock had taken a dip earlier in the day as rumors began to circulate, accusing CEO Ollie McTavish of embezzlement. McTavish denied the
Access denied.
Shit. I gotta reload that one since I use so much software. I think I just need to open with software on that one because of how high level all the nodes are. Would be my augments if I could have any. Probably go for cognitive ones. I don't really need to jump high. Nice. Ooh, that was super lucky. We might be fine now.
N-Pro stock had taken a dip earlier in the day as rumors began to circulate, accusing
Access
CEO
granted.
Ollie
Alright, we'll do
McTavish
Master Hacker.
McTavish denied
Rocket
that
launcher
he
heat
could
targeting
not
system.
explain
That's
how
cute. Receive news from Singapore. You can access temperamental, less so every day. Isolation is key, especially for interface accelerate. Receive blueprint soon. Massive order needed.
millions of dollars.
This thing probably sells for a decent amount of money. Let's see if I can make inventory space for it right quick. Looks like it also takes up a goofy amount of space. Let's see. It's probably not going to cut it. I don't have any praxis that I'm sitting on, do I? Shotgun cartridges are nearing the max. Energy packs sell for an okay amount. So I can get rid of some energy bars.
Ended up in his personal
Ish. I killed people at the very beginning of the game, not knowing that it was going to count towards that. Or that there was a way to do it non-lethally, so I've already kind of screwed myself out of that. How much space does this thing take up? It'd be nice if I could see the value here.
I'm sure it was just a clerical error, quipped Zhao Yunru, CEO of Taiyong Medical, as transfer of
Come on.
ownership was officially declared. The purchase gives Taiyong a significant increase in global market share. This is Eliza Kassan.
I can't get my...
Live from Picus.
I don't think I can, like, knock this away either, can I? Alright, well, there's my energy boost bars. Hey!
Details about a bold maneuver by biotech corporation Taiyong Medical continue to emerge. Sources close to the multinational giant
Yeah, I was
inform
curious.
that it has successfully purchased rival corporation Enprotech of Scotland.
And level 3 security rating.
Taken a dip earlier in the day as rumors began to circulate, accusing CEO Ollie
I'm
of embezzlement.
let me
McTavish denied the
build what
allegation
I've already
and did
invested
not
in
explain
kind of
how
guy.
Millions of dollars in revenue ended up in his personal account.
Balanced
I'm
builds
sure
are for
it was just a
suckers.
clerical error, quipped Zhao Yunru, CEO of Taiyong Medical.
Access
Transfer
granted.
of
Nice.
ownership
What
was
we got here?
declared.
Message has not yet been sent from Zhao Yunru, the CEO. Gave me a job to do, tremendously difficult job, and have I not surpassed expectations. 2 years ago, leader of manufacturing and Protech, shielding prosthetics were all from medical companies controlling important sectors. All of them now belong to me. I wonder who she's sending that to. That's cool. I gave you an order. Okay, you don't get to say if it's a bad decision or not. Send everything we've got to Sarif Security Systems with the following address and stand by to assist them when I tell you. Advise me when it's done. Interesting. Windmill was the guy we were failing to give a gun to save his life earlier.
Millions of dollars in revenue ended up in his personal account. I'm sure it was just a clerical error, quipped Zhao Yunru.
The original Deus Ex is not on the voting spreadsheet, but I would very much like to play it at some point. This game has sold me on it.
Taiyong a significant increase in global market share. This is Eliza Kassan reporting to you live from Picus.
Oh geez. Pre-rendered cutscene. Unused land and abandoned housing. I love how these cutscenes, like I'm suddenly
Nice place you got here.
walking out in the open with all this sneaking.
Please! I didn't mean to!
Where's
Doesn't
Megan?
seem like the way she'd behave.
Wait! I don't know!
Stop lying, Zhao. I know you kidnapped
She's
her.
faking this attitude.
I know you're out to destroy Sarif Industries.
Sarif!
I also know you're working with that son of a bitch who left me to die.
That must not actually be
So
Zhao.
where's Megan?
Or she's doing an act.
No, you got it wrong! You think I'm behind it all, but I'm not! I'm just like you! The hired help!
You're the head of a billion-dollar mega corporation.
And you think that will protect me? But it doesn't! These men, they're bigger than Sarif, bigger than Taiyong! I'm nothing compared to their ambitions!
What are you talking about?
What is she doing? This is super out of character from the way they built her up to now.
Ask him. He thought he could protect his staff with subdermal GPLs. But these men, they control global interests at a whim. One call to Picus, and the implants couldn't be heard.
Oh man, New World Order.
You here to kill me. You've got to help me. Please.
This is so weird.
This far.
Is he hallucinating or something?
Surely you can protect me. Surely. Surely you can protect me. Huh. Men never fail to underestimate women.
Yeah, that was, okay.
Adam, what the hell'd you do?
That was whatever that was.
On alert.
Panic room. She's got a goddamn panic room.
Yeah, well, so do I. Forget about her right now. Get to the hangar bay, fast.
Okay. Ghost. Smooth operator. Smooth operator means something different. That scene was super bizarre. It's like, I don't know why we'd expect her to behave that way anyway. Wonder if this was an accessible event previously. Subcontracted out. Look at how smoothly you handled her. Right. You go ahead and make a actual save file here in case anything goes south. I could get all you guys, but I'm not gonna bother. I'm a nice person today for some reason.
Still haven't located the target. What's that noise?
You ain't your shit. Do I want to go and take them all out? No, I'm fine. It was made significantly easier.
Jensen, I'm coming to pick you up. You anywhere near their hangar bay?
I'm heading there now.
Great. Get those bay doors open or this rescue attempt ain't gonna happen.
Working on it. Hey, praxis point. Nice. I don't think there's anything I'm saving for, right? Smart Vision is an activated power, so I don't want to screw with that. Cooldown timer is kind of neat, I guess. I don't really need more damage resistance. If I'm taking damage, I'm doing something wrong. I want more activated powers. I could do sprint enhancement because that's passive. I don't need aim stabilizer. I do want inventory. Extra batteries maybe for some stealth situations. I do want hacking stealth at some point, I think. Alright, let's do inventory. Look at all that extra space. Living the dream. Oh, more ghost XP. Cool. This is a fun room.
Hangar doors locked. Incorrect security sequence. Please disable security bots.
Oh, robots. Fantastic. Alright. How do I want to deal with that?
Hangar doors locked. Incorrect security sequence.
So I have to disable the bots.
Please
It's
disable
funny.
security bots prior to opening doors.
This where an extra battery might be nice. Now, I can't see their vision cones because they're looking.
Doors locked. Incorrect security sequence.
They're showing as
Disable
mission
security bots prior
objectives.
to opening doors. Hangar doors locked. Incorrect security sequence. Please disable security bots prior to opening doors.
I don't think they ever saw me. Nice. A invisibility. Oh, this is not a security console. Shit. Guess they're giving me EMP grenades for it. Smooth operators, no alarms. No hostile. It's Madame Zhao's travel itinerary for the remainder of the week. Stock plenty of champagne. And those bonbons from. Thought something saw me a second ago, but I think we're okay. It's not a for real button, right? Yeah, I hear it. It might be across the way here. Let's give it a try. So whenever you get Ghost, you're guaranteed to have also gotten Smooth Operator, basically. Hey. Oh, this still isn't. Oh, I guess it is the one I wanted. Brain implants. Comments by Hugh Darrow on a panel at 2009 International Gathering of Neuroscientific Researchers. Neurosimulation technology can evolve to a level to not only aid those with neural dysfunction, but actually enhance the cognition of normal people. He was saying this a long time ago. This Darrow guy is in everything. It's leading me to the point where I would be shocked if we didn't confront him in some way. I really want to make sure I know about disabling security bots. Alright, this is a huge level. Son of a bitch. Come on, I haven't made that mistake in a while. Just having the really big level makes it a little bit easier, right? Oh shit, I can only go up here? Oh, that's a one-way. Shit, I didn't realize where I was. My bad. We're gonna be okay. Yay for fortification.
Access granted.
Charles Darwin? Disabled. Hey! Pipe. And I turned off all the cameras so I could explore this room really quick. Well, it doesn't seem like it's too much of a loot room. Oh, that's cool. So I could have also climbed up here with boxes. That's neat. Probably pretty well hidden, too. Lots and lots of boxes over here for climbing. Imagine that's hard to do with the robots right in the way. Heavy rifle ammo. It's not a loot room, it's a robot fight room. Right. Hooray for hacking. Yes, yes. There is some loot in here, though. Rockets.
Security measures disabled.
Probably don't actually want. Don't have any more room, do I? If I had one more praxis. Oh, that's another thing. I think that when you pick up loot that takes you to the loot cap, it just loot caps you, or the like ammo carrying capacity cap, and doesn't like give you any overflow or leave any overflow behind. So if you wanted to do the maximum credits playthrough, you would need to account for that.
Security measures disabled. Hangar doors unlocked.
Cyber Boost Pro Energy Jar. Thank you. Good. More boxes. Guns. Rocket launcher. Rocket launcher I think sells for more than this heavy rifle. Oh, but it's also much larger. Alright, I think that's everything we need. Let's move along here. We gotta go to a computer up here to open the hangar doors. Okay.
Hangar doors unlocked.
Load-bearing robots. Hey, there's another praxis point. Fantastic. Get that rocket launcher before the level automatically ends on me here. Ghost XP for not fighting the robots. Very cool. Oh man, this thing takes up more than one column? Shit. That is a lot of space. I think that's ultimately going to be worth more money, so we'll roll with that. Thanks for landing.
Jensen, time to hightail it back to Detroit. Get in.
Hey, back to Detroit. Fine, we're not going to Detroit.
We're not going to Detroit.
What?
We're going to Montreal. I'll explain en route.
Damn right you will.
Canada hype. 3x8 squares. China was a pretty cool chapter. The Canadians are behind everything. The studio that makes this game isn't like headquartered in Canada, right? I've seen that happen for a few games where like some BioWare games will make Vancouver or Montreal have to be super important.
it's not some tiny
I mean, we do it all the time in the US, right? Like every movie, disasters happen in LA or New York, and that's about it.
Together, it has to mean Eliza
In
Cassadas.
Japan, everything happens in
You don't
Tokyo.
think that's a bit of a leap? The world's most famous news anchor working
They are in
with the
Montreal.
Hit
It's
Squad?
like,
We can argue the fine points later. Set me down on the tower. I'll get in from the roof.
Ready Player One has some major plot elements that take place in Columbus, Ohio. I thought that was cute. Alrighty. Please, God, tell me there are shops.
Malik tells me you want Eliza Kassan's location.
If it's not too much trouble.
It's not.
Definitely need a
I
limb
bypassed
clinic.
the firewall easily, and I've pulled up a 3D model of their floor plan. Her office is in the tower, room 404.
On my way.
Whoa. Very pretty. Room 404. That's cute. It's not a for real vent. Ooh. Right off the bat. Very nice. We got our maximum inventory size. Very quickly it went from the, oh man, I'm always gonna have stuff to spend praxis on, to like, well, now it doesn't really matter.
Access granted.
Ammo capacity upgrade I can't use. The only one I can use is reload speed, I believe. What do we got here? Oh, there's like guards and cameras and stuff, so presumably no shops. Yeah, that would make sense. Clearing out inventory space. I could use that to hack consoles and keep my invisibility running constantly. It's really interesting. This wasn't even a locked door, was it? Or was this? Yeah, right on. Toronto, Vancouver, Montreal. What is the Picus Group? Many marketing services and media companies, advertising agencies. So they're more like, I was thinking of them as specifically being CNN, but they might be more like News Corp or like Time Warner. Oh, it's world's largest telecommunications provider. So yeah, they're like Comcast. What's the other game we were playing where Comcast were the bad guys? Oh no, that's Ready Player One. Not a video game. Keep what from overheating? Busting into Picus. Real life. Yeah. This stream. Right. Human AI. Can a machine lie? The evolution of artificial intellect raises questions of a moral and ethical nature that affects humans in a way no other technological development has before. It's cool. That's really cool. Machine's learning to lie. No big deal. China to Canada, in a helicopter, overnight. It's the future. It's true. Orders from way up. Code blue. The situation is critical and everyone must be evacuated. No details whatsoever. Putting the building on lockdown soon. Picus out of security. Get out now. Ooh. Interesting. Humanity. Which way now? We've got some really big issues with teleportation. Even just philosophically. Even if we magically had a way to take somebody apart and reconstitute them somewhere else, like if there was a way to do that without any danger whatsoever, the philosophical ramifications, persistence of self questions, pretty terrifying. We are going to kill you and then make a clone of you at the destination. Eclipse phase deals with a lot of that stuff. RPG setting. I'm good. I don't think I need any clones. Yep. Yeah, I completely agree, Ludifex. You could argue every time you fall asleep, you're dying. You're losing your stream of consciousness, persistence of consciousness. That's no different to teleport. Hella existential.
Jensen, something's not right. Picus is a 24-hour global news network.
Yeah, why isn't anybody
Why
here?
isn't anyone answering their phones?
I'll get back to you on that. Check the emergency activation logs, Pritchard. I've got a sealed fire door here, and I suspect it's not supposed to be.
All the building's fire doors are locked down, but you should have a clear path to room 404.
Cool. You're doing a good job of building dread. Oh man, please tell me there's something behind one of these photocopiers. It's not quite the same as a fridge. There's an element of the soundtrack in this building that sounds sort of like the "You've Been Detected" noise. Keeps freaking me out. Good job, team. Room 404. Nothing. Garbage. Here we go. Starting to see human icons showing up on my map. I don't have room for more stun gun ammo. We gotta fix that. I need stun gun darts all day. Guessing these probably are worth less. Oh, really? Does that make sense? Did I drop it on top of the... Son of a bitch, I did it again. Alright, hold on. There we go. Computers are unlocked. Whoever started the experiment in cafeteria, fridge number 5. They're hinting at a fridge. Maybe there's something behind it finally. Aw man, oh dang, oh gosh, oh geez, oh golly. Chekhov's fridge over here.
Looks like everyone left in a hurry, Pritchard. The place is deserted.
Because somebody triggered a fire alarm and then silenced it. I suggest you find Miss Kassan quickly and get out of there.
So we crossed an event flag threshold, so hopefully that didn't cause us problems elsewhere at the level. Other things I still wanted to explore first. In fact, we've got alarm panels. There are going to be dudes and nonsense here later.
Access granted.
Yeah. Bonus XP is always a treat. This is the way we came in, wasn't it? Yeah. Just confirm that the drawers are open over here, yes. God, I hope there's an actual fridge. Game better not be tugging on my heartstrings. Okay, so we've navigated this area up here. Let's try looking downstairs real quick. Nothing behind the vending machines. Bummer. And for drawers. People are messy, man. Empty drawers. Good. Looks like the people I see must be on a much lower level than the one I'm currently on. Uniting the world. What is the Picus group? We actually already read this one, right? Actually, no, this is more specific. Sup, dudes? Who wants a new Modernization 9 campaign? World size humongous, nations 12. Okay, right on. Shotgun on the Germans. Cool. Hey, more money. Oh, it's a computer I actually have to hack. Getting complacent. I forgot that was still a thing that I had to do sometimes.
Access grant.
Final Fantasy, but not Civilization. Square, right? I cannot read French. Does anyone know what this says? Rules for a reason. Liberty of the press, freedom of expression have absolutely nothing to do with this. Very good columnist. Okay. A little on the nose. Universe of Shadows. It's original gaming forum, best webcomic, best webisode. Cool. Stun gun darts. This game decided to get really good about giving me non-lethal ammo, starting when I got to Tai Young Medical. Bank account. Fantasy hockey. Leafs suck. 67. Yeah, I'll pull it back up in a second. The French email.
Access granted.
I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. I feel like French is all about knowing which 70% of each word you're not supposed to pronounce. Something from my chair. New chairs for mini meetings, maybe? Mm-hmm. still love that scene in Canadian Bacon when, ooh, Praxis kit in another drawer. Oh my god, that's distressing whenever that happens. It's like... It's basically affirming my check every drawer attitude to this game. There's a scene where John Candy and company have a truck that has a bunch of graffiti on it that says "Canada sucks, screw Canada," and Dan Aykroyd is a cop that pulls them over. And he says, "I hope you know that you are in Quebec, which means that all signs must be written in both English and French, so please spray paint the side of the truck in French as well, thank you." That's kind of approved terms. I wonder if that's actually a URL. I feel like it would be. Someone keeps rearranging chairs. Gotcha. Hack. Let's see. This one's gonna be rough to get all the rewards.
Access granted.
Oh, I didn't get the last thing, I don't think. Bummer. I think that comic about the Cyber Olympic chick that refers to her as an ogged up floozy. Not cool, man. So I have an extra praxis. I have drawer praxis, which is the most terrifying kind of praxis. I think it's probably about time for me to do some hacking stealth upgrades. Just to make lives easier. So that'll give me just a 5% chance of getting detected on a level 1 node. It's pretty good. I don't know if this game has XCOM math or not. Or, as XCOM math is known by its clinical term, confirmation bias. Proper phrasing. Your script for the piece about Taggart, you refer to him as anti-augmentation activist Bill Taggart. Try to avoid using that term. Pro-human is less of a negative connotation. Sarif being like Nero playing his electric fiddle as Detroit burned. Good shit. Security firewall. Yeah. 1% chance to fail must be 100%. There is that really funny screenshot from XCOM 2 where the guy has like the barrel of the gun buried in an alien's face and it's like 65% chance to hit. But that's not the same as assuming that the game is lying about its math. Trank darts. Makes sense for people to have those in a news building. 5 attempts left. Son of a bitch. I think I wasted a stop thing there. Oh well.
Access granted.
Still have plenty of things. Some reminders, security and emergency protocols. If there's an emergency, the various security doors located around the Picus are going to activate. These doors, of course, meant to increase security around the complex. Play day. The Fun Dome, VR Worlds, virtual bowling, arcade machines, and an Alley Combatant 7 tournament. This is kind of a cool level. Gym Power, the Lost Dimension in 3D. Really? Like watching somebody else play? Andrea gets it from watching me play first-person games. She has to be the one controlling them.
Within moments, rebels' defenses were penetrated and the fighting swiftly ended.
This room is ominous looking. That's funny, retro. Was it just the way the camera behaved? MDM wants Eliza to wear a blazer for their new fall collection. I've never measurements. Creepy. Oh, maybe it's about Anchor. I haven't noticed the Anchor names from the reports elsewhere in the game. Better compete in the field of search engines and social networking. Good fucking luck. Jarring, intense parallax scrolling. Background scrolls in the same direction you move. The seat is rotating around its axis. Wow. Is it designed to make you nauseous, maybe? Or if that's on purpose. Seems really obnoxious. Gotcha. Rise terrorism. More stun gun darts. I'm up to 25 of those, man. It's the dream. This game is getting easier to play without having to reload constantly. I don't have to save my ammo so aggressively. Remind me, what is Pangaea? We've seen a couple things about it when we were in China. Web words. I don't know yet. I thought I'd seen something that was explaining what it was. Some company. Oh shit, I didn't do that. Let's see what happens.
Hello, Adam.
Howdy.
Zhao tell you I was coming, Miss Kassan?
Please, call me Eliza. Zhao Yunru did not tell me. She does not know you have discovered this connection.
So how did you find out?
I have been watching you for some time. Ever since receiving orders to temporarily disrupt satellites over the Detroit metropolitan area 6 months ago.
The night Megan's team was taken. You jammed their GPLs so everyone would think they were dead.
GPLs are like
Although I only came to that
GPS
conclusion
units
later,
that have been implanted in people.
I find my realization disturbing. I wish we could discuss this further, but it seems I have alerted them to your presence. If you leave now, you may be able to escape.
Oh, I'm leaving. But you're coming with me.
Whoops.
I am sorry, Adam. I truly am.
Knockoff name for GPS.
Jensen, get out of there now!
Tell me you saw that, Pritchard.
Later! Right now, I'm detecting multiple radio signals converging on your location. It's a trap!
We knew that. And I'm not leaving without Eliza Kassan. So find her while I look for a way to get downstairs.
A few more rooms I want to explore. Oh, actually, I might be okay. I think I was already in here, wasn't I? Yeah, this is where I dropped the... Okay, we might be alright. Yeah, Adam's voice. He kind of sounds like he's doing Christian Bale Batman voice. I think I had already explored this whole place, so that's good.
Far. Don't be too sure. This guy's good. Well, if he's in here somewhere, he must be scared. Over there!
Son of a bitch. Somebody else spotted me, I think. It's the dream for a double takedown right there, though.
But he couldn't have gotten far. Don't be too sure. This guy's good. Well, if he's in here somewhere, he must be scared. I'm sure he... Take the call!
Yeah, who thought there'd be enemies out here? That's a shocker. For sure.
I've got
Ah, he sees me. Son of a bitch. Alright. We can do this, though. Just gotta be very precise about it. I'm gonna save my battery as much as possible, too.
404. Couldn't have gotten far. Don't be too sure. Well, he's in here somewhere.
This guy that turned this corner last time, right, is the one that saw me?
Man down! I think he's alive! Check condition, then we'll search the area! He's got lead in the air!
Oh, they totally see me. They all come up here at once. Maybe I have time to move them into the vent that I crawled out of before they see him. You can Rambo it, yeah. Oh, you feel like you need to stealth? Yeah, no, I'm having that problem too.
404 is clear, but he couldn't have gotten far. Don't be too sure. This guy's good. Well, he's in here somewhere. He must be here.
I think that showed us hostile for a second. Whoops, I need to reload again, sorry. I must have been making too much noise when I approached him or something. Mm-hmm.
404 is clear. Couldn't have gotten far. Don't be too sure. This guy's good. Well,
I'm still getting it. Bummer. Maybe it's that if you zap somebody while they're looking at you, it triggers a hostile status. I think I need to avoid hostile in order to get the ghosts.
404 is clear. Go, go!
Oh, okay. If I walk out of there, they see me immediately. But I gotta be pretty quick about this, because 4 dudes showing up, they're all gonna get woken up really quickly, and I don't have enough energy to wake them up. I guess I could start using some energy bars.
Did you hear footsteps? Did you hear that? Either that's a pebble or somebody's shooting.
I didn't hear shit, guys. Yeah. You gotta get XP. You have to knock out everybody, Gamer. I was trying to figure out earlier if there's like a ideal playthrough of this game to unlock everything possible. Could try the gas grenades. See if they spot me during it. Hold on. So we have them for a reason, right?
Clear it. But he couldn't have gotten
I said equip, please.
far. Don't be too sure. Make the call!
So that triggers them as hostile as well, it looks like. I don't think it's because they saw me. I can try one more time invisible and see if it makes a difference. I feel like this game isn't like, it's a really satisfying stealth game for me, but it's not quite like Arkham Asylum, you know, where it's like, oh, if you screw up stealth, you're still Batman. It's like, no, if you go for a stealth build and you screw up stealth, you're screwed. No, that triggers hostile status. Shit. Maybe you can use a gas grenade if there are no other enemies around? That's a bummer. I should probably just sell those then. It's the same with the EMP grenades. They make too much noise.
404 is clear. Couldn't have gotten far. Don't be too sure. Well, he's in here somewhere. Didn't expect to see this much fire. Make the call!
Shit. Oh, don't make the call. Alright. This is a pretty tricky puzzle here. I need to be able to take out the guy that's coming up the corner there without being right in front of him, because when I'm right in front of him, you can see me. And then I need to immediately turn around and take out these 2 guys.
Gotten far. Don't be too sure. Well, if he's in here somewhere, he must be scared.
I think, did he see me? I didn't see if it triggered. I'll try it one more time from cover and see if that helps. Can I eat energy bars for free while I'm stealthed? Energy is the thing that's getting me in trouble here, so maybe if I eat an energy bar, that'll save me. Sick. Let's see if it works. Wait. Okay, good. I'm glad it's giving me both of them. I was worried. Okay, cool. I can use that then. Might be what saves me here. Ah, they totally saw me. Son of a bitch. Getting close though, that's what we gotta do. We gotta eat a bunch of energy bars. And that should be enough time to get everybody here. Dragging them away isn't gonna cut it. So maybe I can get down the hill there and just try to eat so many energy bars while I stay invisible. Let's eat one of the... I didn't have any of the big energy bars, it's okay. Okay. I feel like I was able to hit these guys. Maybe I can hit them with trank darts? Mankind Reloaded. No kidding. Oh, the time they saw me. This is a really challenging one. I mean, I think they trigger the alarm no matter what. And I already hacked the alarm to turn it off, but... I don't think that's good enough, though.
Man is down. I think he's alive.
Shit. So don't see me. Getting close to being able to, though, if I'm not careful. No, I don't know if I can get past these guys. It might not be possible. There's just too many of them that come upstairs immediately. Like, they all converge. I can't use that Pep's knockdown thing. Like, I couldn't use it even if I still had it. Okay, hold on. 1 sec. Totally sees me through the door there. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. Do they prioritize going for dudes first? Like, do they try to go after people that have been knocked down before they try to investigate noises? Alright, let's equip this first. Let's use some of these. Ah, he still gets to see me. Yeah, the way Hostile works when you're invisible and using the trank dart, like, I was hoping it would be silent, but they immediately know where the dart came from, basically regardless of where you start. I feel like this is probably solvable, but it's pretty tricky. Wow, even that triggered? Is it just because they saw him go down? It's like I have to take them down in the order in which they appear. Maybe I can sneak out invisible and try to drag the body away just so that they can't wake him up. And then they only end up waking up one person. And as far as I know, they don't trigger the alarm. I'll give that a shot. Okay, well, they see a body being dragged by nothing. It looks like that doesn't work. I might just need to let them come up and wake everybody up, right? And then let them return to their old spots. Maybe it's going to change their patrol behavior. Let me try that, see what happens here. I've got one guy that's not going to get waken up, so... Basically, all the guards are outside this room. Make an extra. Let me make a save when they're this close, I guess.
Everything's a go.
If I could do multiple double takedowns, that would be the dream. Potentially, if they're not all facing the same way, that could be possible.
I have a hostile in the area.
Could try that too. I'm basically just accepting the fact that. What was that? Oh shit. No, I'm not. Do not make the call, please. Nope, that's not it.
Make the call.
Wait, did they not see that? I got to stay invisible? Whoa. I thought it always removed invisibility to use that. I did not realize that. Did they just drop invisibility during the animation?
One of our guys is down.
That, you guys, seriously? I can totally just get away with being invisible and meleeing everybody to death? That's funny. Alright, we got a new plan. Let's see what happens. I like the idea of hopping downstairs to get behind them, too. Give that a try here. Do that without alerting them. Gotta make sure to use all of my energy bars, though.
Someone's here.
Oh, who saw me? Oh, I must have, like, gotten right on top of somebody's head. There's so many dudes, that might be too hard. I feel like then the guys downstairs can see me. Legend of the Invisible Candy Bar Brawler. Right. I'm curious if I can be seen during the animation, because I have a feeling that they don't see me. They don't! They totally don't! That's fantastic! Oh, don't fall and die!
Man down! I think he's alive!
They do it right in front of their faces, they don't care. You go visible with time freezes, so they don't actually see me. It's really funny. This is outstanding. Wow. That was the solution. That's really hilarious. Alright. I need to go get more candy bars now. Now I'm seeing the value of candy bars.
Hey, what happened?
Nothing. You don't need to worry. Everything's fine. I don't think it's ever triggered as hostile. Alright, hold on. Let's make a save here. That was pretty crazy. Yeah, it's like you go visible, so it's the same rules we were encountering earlier, that sometimes you can knock somebody out and make a ton of noise, but the game still treats it as a silent takedown. So it also treats that whole situation as being invisible, since it's only making you look visible for the animation, it turns out. That's super funny. There's two more guys down here, right? This guy gets close enough to this corner. Come on, walk closer. You know you want to. Or not, that's fine.
Hey, what happened?
Nothing you need to worry about. I might need to use my last energy bar. Let's do that. Does this not work in the second game? That's super funny. It's the best. I kind of want that energy bar now that I know the power of candy. What could I drop to make room for it? I guess these gas grenades aren't as great as I was hoping they would be. Since they trigger an alarm, I don't need the beer. The energy jar is like, it heals how much energy? 3 cells? Okay, so I should spend points on 1 more cell for that. Right. You gotta think about what's happening, what's actually going on as far as the game concerns. You're just invisibly tapping people to fall asleep. But the animation is just for our sake. Okay, I've got some more rooms I want to go scope out that had some... Hey... Rate of fire is not one that I can use. Probably dump this guy. And... Don't want to dump shotgun shells. Machine pistol ammo is not worth a ton. That's really funny, though. It's worth a bunch of money. Doke. There's our exit. I'm gonna go pick up the candy bars I left behind. I think all the guards are out. This is the best. I love it. It's so stupid. Glad this guy's not actually dead. Right. I think we did candy bar takedowns on like 8 dudes in a row. Never mind that. Do you have candy? Yeah, exactly. Alright. The peps. I guess get rid of the 10mm pistol ammo. That's not worth anything. 3 cyber boosts. Yeah, we're just gonna walk around with this stuff. It's gonna be awesome. 2 energy cells. Perfect. Oh, someone has a list of items, the value per square. I was asking about that earlier. Thank you. Is the rocket fairly low on it? Sell. That's actually pretty good. Heavy rifle is technically a little bit better, it looks like. So I shouldn't have traded those out. I don't think any of these dudes have heavy rifles, though. Combat rifle, combat rifle. Yeah, pretty decent, turns out. Gas grenades, though, are actually really good, surprisingly. I guess because they only take up 1 square and they sell for a decent amount. I might try to get those back, then. I guess I can get at least 1 of them back. Don't think it's a minigun, is it? Alright, let's leave. Thank you, game.
Richard, have you found Eliza Kazan yet?
Possibly. Back in room 404, I detected a holo processing cloud.
Oh, it didn't give me ghosts. One of them must have triggered a hostile for a split second.
On the 3D layout.
Oh well,
You found
bummer.
a secret lair.
A sub-basement level that somebody spent an awful lot of time trying to conceal. It's connected to the tower by a...
Must have just been a real quick split second. Oh well. If I wanted to spend more praxis, it would be on... I don't need recoil, I need typhoon, I don't need tracking people, I don't need smart vision, I don't need move silently. Extra battery? Just 1.
funicular. Look for a staircase in the back of the TV newsroom and you'll reach it.
Concept art for it was a minigun. There's turrets here, great. The heavy rifle's heavier. Here, take this mountain of guns and sell me all your candy. I can't set the candy to be a quick use ability, right? This gray surge of senior citizens. It's happening in Japan right now. Nobody wants to have kids. And the old people are living to be older and older. I heard Toys R Us blame themselves going out of business on us millennials not having kids, too. One of those wheels. Cool. So I can select it from the wheel, but I can't like tap set it to right bumper like I can with the grenades, right? Alright, we can make it to the server. The hacking stealth upgrade makes it easier to land fortify as well, right? It just globally reduces detection chance. Oh, there are dudes in this room. A little bit further than that, it looks like. Lock computer. Finishing touching the Eliza interview with David Sarif. Interesting. Basically nothing in here. Nobody actually up on this floor. Or rather, it looks like there's one person up on this floor somewhere. Autonomous energy reclamation systems. I think I only get Scholar from reading Hugh Darrow articles. Energy conversion device. Oh, using the chemical energy found in a human body. So that explains the whole battery tech. That's kind of cool. I love that the stuff they've got in this room, right? Just revolver ammo, sniper ammo, and a bunch of cameras. Picus must be up to no good. Nothing up, right? I think down is the direction the game's trying to send us to progress, so make sure I get everything. Because they keep putting praxis kits and random desks, man. Oh, there's a turret. Need to find the console. Plane cannon. Oh man. Aw dang, oh geez. I used to not care about candy bars. There's so many candy bars that I've just thrown away. I had no idea. Right. You have a video game that has like a non-negative corporation. Non-evil corporation. You don't really have like Dragon Quest as your counterexample for churches with corporations. World news with Eliza.
Hello? If anyone is hiding here, you better come out. Sounds like you're chasing after ghosts again.
Well, it's chasing after ghosts.
Clear.
Right. Try to get all the guards that are up here before we do anything too fancy. That's everybody that's up here, I think. Sniper rifle. Came up here first. Takedowns on Snickers.
Who's there?
Come on upstairs, you know you want to. I don't know where to hide these bodies, unfortunately. This is like the third or fourth mission where the level is just in a constant alert status, and it makes it a lot harder to know if there's a guard that's actively coming and looking for you or not, you know? Oh, son of a bitch. I guess they were actively looking for me, turns out. Got somebody's attention when I first came in here. There's this guy out here, right?
Anyone is hiding here, you better come out.
Okay, sounds like Trey Parker. Haldo. What's up, buddy?
You got him? No, keep looking.
Kaboom! I don't think Trey Parker has done any like voice work for projects that he didn't direct, but I might not. Might just be ignorant. Eliza is like such a cyberpunk character. She actually kind of stands out. I feel like they did a good job of making most of the characters in the game not dress or look like that. So there's totes a turret in this upcoming room. Pathfinder. Oops. Zhao's the same, right? Don't think there's anyone who can see me here. Oh, this is cute. Spirits. More spirits. Painkillers. I don't want drugs, I want candy. You guys should understand by now what to expect from me. Finally caved. Hall of Fame. Still not touching all combat. You're a fucktard. Be the shittiest sports columnist in the country. I can't believe you approve of this trade. #1 fan. Ah, fan mail. This game is really good and it has an awesome story and it's well voice acted and well written, but the Dragon Lady Madame Zhao cutscene where she acts all afraid and frightened was really bad. Like, did not fit the way that her character had been built up at all, and Jensen did not respond to it in a rational way at all. Oh. Really? Huh. I did not know. That floor was connected. Could have come in through here the whole time. But that's a cute way to avoid most of the guards out there if you find that door and then break through these two walls. Okay, let's take it slow here. A security console and stun gun ammo. Fantastic. You know, if you pick up a gun for the first time, does it give you a preset amount of loot? I wonder if you can get more loot by dropping your stun gun, picking up the stun gun, dropping the stun gun again. I'm not sure. Alright, so I can get to the server, give it a shot.
Access granted.
You'll lose ammo if you do that? I wasn't sure if looting a gun gave you an automatic stock of ammo. Oh, the ammo that's in the gun. I see. I guess the stun gun only has one, but you're right, you would lose it every time. That makes sense. One of the cameras off. That didn't let me control the turret, though, unfortunately. Right? And unconnected. Dang. Or if they set up their own computer for the turret. They must have like brought it in here and set it up, right? I doubt Picus just has turrets in their building. Trank darts. None of that is candy. Putting a gun gets you a random amount of ammo. So you can get 2 or 3 rounds where you give an AR after dropping a full rifle. I see. So it might actually be... it might actually be good for stun guns then, since I can only have a maximum of 1. It's loaded in the gun. Happy to help. Nothing of interest. Trank darts. Gotta be stealth to be able to get this shit. I wonder if I can draw their attention here with this fire extinguisher. See if I can pull them in here. Save first.
What's going on over there?
Well, I'm worried that the turret can see me from here.
Hearing source of disturbance. We know someone's here. Keep looking.
You don't know shit. No, I guess the, even though I stayed invisible through all that, the turret still gets to see you. I don't know how it works, guys. I give up. Turrets have very specific detection rules, I think is a big part of the rules here. It's been causing me trouble. So the only way I can take out any of the guards in that room is by deactivating the turret, and I don't think there's a console for doing that, at least not that I've seen. Wouldn't be in any of these rooms. I found exactly 1 security console. Hey, thanks for the host, size 16s. How is Mass Effect 2 treating you? You guys are popping in from Size 16 stream. Hey, I'm Marstead, trying to beat every awesome game. There's so many awesome games that it's impossible to play through all of them in one human lifetime, but we're giving it a try. Nice to meet you. Turrets always see-through cloak, no matter what? Okay, I guess that makes sense. You must have, like, heat vision or something, right? I wonder if there's something I can pick up here to get their attention. Oh, and thank you, RT, for the auto host. Appreciate that. We got like a thermal detector. How you been, Size? What have you been doing in Mass Effect 2? You need to make noise. So I could go back outside and see if I can find something to throw. I think that's how I'm gonna get rid of the guards down there, is by throwing shit. Here we go. Let's try this.
Hello? Anyone is hiding here, you better come out.
That's the guy that sounds like Trey Parker.
What's going on over there?
Come on, you want to come scope it out?
Hey, what happened?
That guy's taking the most efficient route to get up here.
One of our guys is down. I do not think he's alive.
Let's use this one. Clear up some inventory space. That is a big guy. Holy shit. The heaviest dude I think we've seen in the game so far.
One of our guys is down.
Oh, who saw me? What the hell? Thought I was good there. Well, we've got a plan. Nice. I played about 10 hours of Dragon Age Inquisition. Really enjoyed it. Hey, thanks, Chaos. Good looking out. Draw the guards out of the way first.
You're super awesome. Thanks. Appreciate that.
Appreciate that, Chaos. Thank you. Dragon Age Inquisition is really good. I think that it's a flat improvement on the other Dragon Age games. I guess I almost beat Dragon Age 1. I did like 90% of the game and stopped. And I never played Dragon Age 2, but I heard some pretty negative stuff about it. But Dragon Age 1 is a really satisfying game to try to 100%. That I particularly enjoyed about it.
What's going on over there?
Come on, Trey Parker. Come here.
Nearing source of disturbance. We know
Okay, at
someone's
least
here. Keep looking.
this time I didn't have a guard for them to spot on their way up. Are y'all not coming upstairs? Son of a bitch, I popped over the cover accidentally. Alright, last attempt. I might actually want that guard to pull them over here. Yeah, I really like the setting of the first Dragon Age. I think I stopped... One of the very last things I tried to do in that game was the deep roads, and that was brutal. Whoa. Why am I already hostile loading in? Really? I heard Dragon Age 2 kind of did for Dragon Age what Mass Effect 2 did for Mass Effect, right? It tried to streamline a lot of stuff. I don't think it detected me there. I think it's when you load into the game, it has you standing up. And the bot down there can see me if I stand up. I'm just gonna say screw it. I've already been in that room. I'd like to hop around in there a little bit more, but that I don't really think of any... I can find a way past the turret, so... I'm gonna try to just work my way to the exit. You did 100% Inquisition? Yeah, that was the thing I noticed most about it. It felt like a game that was really friendly to trying 100%, which is cool. I gotta go up and around. It repeated scenery a lot. Let's see. I guess that's not a game-breaking problem. Yeah, Dragon Age Origins combat can be pretty stressful too. Zoom out CRPG combat can be not fun depending on how it's handled, what kind of tools the game gives you. You could technically play it in two different ways though, right? You could like do a more third-person RPG, like action RPG style, or you could zoom out and give commands turn by turn.
Access granted.
Yeah. I think it's expecting you to be constantly combat pausing, which is not always a fun way to play video games, I feel like. Come on. What I don't know is if they're gonna...
We know someone's here. Keep looking.
God. They, like, take the stupidest possible path to investigate. But he saw me. This might be my spot. I might have a spot. Where'd that, fire extinguisher go, though? I need the fire extinguisher to be able to do this. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, not all the way non-lethal. I apparently screwed up a bunch at the very beginning of the game.
Hello?
I wonder if I can get to the turret.
If anyone is hiding here, you better come out.
We'll be able to get that guy when he turns around. Shit. Not like that.
Hello? If anyone is hiding here, you better come out.
When you throw the fire extinguisher, it gets destroyed. I thought I could pick it up and throw it again, is what I was confused about. Let's see if I can get away with using the rifle. It's given me a lot of trouble in the game so far, but maybe today it'll be friendly. Hello. There's the turret over there. It looks like it does have its own vision cone.
What's going on over there?
Let's see, that better be loud enough.
One of our guys is down. I think he's alive. Flank him.
What? Really? What? Really? Really? Their ability to see... Man, I feel like I need to pretend like the tranquilizer rifle makes a ton of noise. I've had this problem since the very opening mission, where I keep thinking that it's, if not all the way silenced, at least a little bit quieter than normal.
What's going on over there?
Oh, it totally can see me there. Alright. So I think what I can do is I can try to throw this somewhere where I can pull him away from the turret. The turret is my problem, and I think it can see me through the window there. I could try throwing it up the stairs and using it in lieu of a fire extinguisher, you know? Let's try that. So the turret has a harder time seeing me up the stairs. And then once I take all of them out, I can try using the EMP grenade, and hopefully I won't trigger any bad things. Be careful not accidentally killing that sleeping guard.
I'm gonna check on him.
Switch to my stun gun. And now we play the waiting game.
Nearing source of disturbance.
Is he going to take the least stupid path to scope it out? Come on.
Suspicious. I don't like this.
Yeah, me neither. You going to come up the stairs? God, he's taking forever. Turn the corner. Guard pathing. Come on. You punish for my impatience. I can feel it. I can try to trank dart them from up here, maybe. Hold on. Let's see. Let me wait on the turret to look away. That might be the last guard that's down there, right? If some invisible thing's throwing vending machines, I'd probably not investigate. Possible visual, and by possible they mean actual. I really want to get in that room, man. I want to be able to safely throw... I wish there was a way to non-lethally disable, or not non-lethally, but silently disable a turret from a distance. It feels like your only solution to take out turrets is to... Oh, where'd the... That's weird. The only way to take out turrets is to kill everyone in the room or knock everyone in the room out and then throw an EMP grenade at them. Right?
Something ain't right here. Better keep my eyes open.
There's a guy.
Shit, was that a bullet?
Was that a bullet? They added that in the sequel? Nice. The mechanical stuff I don't really care about, knowing in the sequel. How'd they make it work? Really? Look at this guy multiple times. There we go. So I can get behind the turret if I drop down from up here, right? Let's try that. So let's switch back to the stun gun. Magical remote hacking ability. Cool. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. I did not know that this was possible, but this is pretty great right now. You go in the corner. You've been bad. Go ahead and put baby in the corner. You know, sometimes you just gotta. That's hilarious. I love that that's actually the solution. I forgot that I was strong enough to lift them. Okay. Feel like this is less impossible. Credits. Oh wow. How did that guy not see me? Is he blind? No terrorists on that particular wall. Turret's like, I'm helping. Oh man, Cyber Boost Pro Energy Pack. Oh boy. Oh golly. Just gonna consume this, get rid of it. Takes up too much space to be worth it, I think. Given that it takes double the inventory space of a stackable object that heals 2. Okay, so there's nothing else to worry about in here. I can safely loot this room. The off chance somebody keeps a Praxis kit in their desk again. Mexican president out by the end of the year. Can't do any sort of reasonable business with this man. Exposes connections to the Russian mafia. Wow. Biased coverage. Find the negative light you put on the Northern Free States and the favorable one you put on the National Army and their Bell Tower Associates to be biased reporting. Porridge. Australian rebels. It's really interesting. Not that I don't want you there, but this movie is only enjoyable for its less than stellar French-Canadian dubbing. Okay. Turret with the turtle, portal turret's voice. Turtle turret's voice. Alrighty, let's see. We can get to the server. Let's try to do that. As we go this way, it's a 5% chance all the way. Nice.
Access granted.
So it doesn't actually modify the displayed detection chance if you invest in hacking stealth, it looks like. Purity first, nuts. Thanks, Morgan. So many stun gun darts. Oh, is this... There is a console to come in here and turn off the turret. Well... well. Let's see. Yep, we're fine. Don't even worry about it. Don't even trip, dog.
Access grant.
Turrets, disable. Guess I wouldn't have any way of knowing where that was. That would be a nice augment, like display location of security terminals on... Wait, it doesn't already exist, does it? Thank God. I was about to say. I want to be one of those people that's streaming a game like, oh, it's so annoying that X feature doesn't exist. God, this game's trash. We're not including X feature. And it's like, have you actually checked to see if that's a thing? Oh shit. No, I haven't. Hack. I know I can get to the servers. Yeah, this still says detection 15%, which I thought was the default.
Access grant.
4 tickets to the Brian O'Bannon show. Okay. I don't know, Brian. You have been assigned to evacuate. Roger, roger. Pocket secretary. So this says 25% for level 2. I think you're right. It must actually register it.
Access granted.
I thought the first upgrade I took reduced the chance by 15%, so it should be 5% for a level 1 node. Those used to be a 20% chance, and now they show as a 5% chance. That's everything in here. Yeah. I'm the newsy person. Look at me. It's the official term. Maybe, yeah. I could have sworn it was 20 though. I guess we'll see when I get the next upgrade. I think that's going to be my next praxis. Not too far away from one. Can't get to the server. 2 loot nodes.
Access grant.
I don't think there's anything else of import in this room or on this floor, right? Let me double check the map really quick. I don't think so. That's progress. We've been in this room from that direction several times. There's nothing behind the vending machines, right? Nothing. Trash. Garbage. There's an item on the cart under the turret console. Yeah, it's a unlocking thing. My inventory's full and I don't need them since I can hack anything. Sorry, I missed your question earlier. Traveler XP. Yeah, good looking out. I did
Jensen,
catch it.
I've been tracking your progress through the 3D layout. You're close to the funicular.
Hold up. Hacking stealth.
Any chance it's sitting there waiting for me?
Where would the fun be in that? You'll have to call it and wait. Oh, and Jensen.
Did it give me ghost just now? I missed it. I saw I got smooth operator. But I didn't see if ghost displayed. There's not like an in-game log of XP earned, I assume, right? Cool. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't get any triggers. Whoa. %15% on a level 2 node. And maybe 15% is the minimum. I bet you that's what it is. Yeah, I think it's that you always have at least a 15% chance of getting caught. Makes sense. Guess that makes those upgrades quite a bit less valuable, but still pretty nice.
Did you hear footsteps? I do not have a confirmation yet! Hostile in the area. Keep searching.
Chill out, guys. Do not have a confirmation yet. Calm it way down.
High alert, people! We have a possible situation!
Possible situation, huh? Okay, hold up. Let's use one of these guys.
He's a sneaky little bastard.
I sure am. It's that XCOM RNG, man. Pocket Secretary, storage room code. Cute. I'm just double checking. I think that this was the one I just crawled out of, yeah. I guess I could have done that in lieu of hacking the door. Blow up the wall. Is it possible to get screwed in this game to not have enough augments? No, it must not be. I think we said that it's possible to beat. Without overspending Praxis. Like around this corner, right? There's progress in this room, I think. Gotta be careful. Alright, let's check out the other directions first. There's got to be some things that are only hackable and don't have a code, be my guess. Oh shit. Yes, you will.
Stay on alert. We may have a situation.
Did not play out the way I wanted it to. Every door and computer have codes associated with them? Oh yeah, that is an interesting question. Yeah, like, did they think to include a way to find all of them or not? But like, someone that has a guide could maybe know where they all are. Alright, let's go to the mall today.
Access granted.
Cutting it a little close there, but we're okay. Now there's a heavy rifle, which was a slightly better... Yeah, it's slightly better price density than the rocket launcher. It's a breakable wall. Where does this go? It's a big locker room. That's cool. Mostly nothing. Stun gun darts. Revolver ammo. Wasn't as cool as I wanted it to be. Alright, let's see. Post-it notes. Single energy bars, which I think are also not very efficient. I guess they're equally efficient to... Well, no, let's see. You can get a total of 6 batteries out of the ones that cure 2, and that takes up 2 spots. You could heal a total of 10 batteries if you had the ones that heal 1, because you can have they stack up to 5. I think the singletons are in fact the most efficient. It's one of those really unnecessary wall breaks. I guess that wall break is more to get into this room from this side, because you can't hack the door. Not to get into this room, that makes sense. Okie dokie. That's everything. Let's go ahead and sneak into the room with the camera. Cameras are not turrets. Cameras, luckily for me, appear to not have heat vision. I can use invisibility to get past them. That's super weird, because it's like you can't use invisibility to get past... Or you can use invisibility... Oh, nice. Something behind a vending machine. Sweet. You can use invisibility to get past the lasers in the Mission Impossible level. And you can use them to get past virtually everything else in the game, but not turrets. Here we go. This is where I would try to have 3... Take advantage of that triple battery. Try to hack it quickly.
Access grant.
Someone hiding over there.
Ah, son of a bitch. Nope, nothing to see here, buddy.
I do not have a confirmation yet. Hostile in the area. Keep searching.
Nothing to see here. Now, son of a bitch. I think there's like a accuracy problem that I keep running into, especially with the stun gun. It might be that it's like hitting a wall or a corner near it. I'm not sure. Wait for this guy to leave. Or I could get some more battery. We'll see. Too bad you can't use cover and vents, peek around corners.
Who is this?
turrets. Did not know there were even turrets here, so that's really good. Should make this easier. Go take them out in a sensible order here. They might get close enough to be able to double take down. Little shit, huh? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh no! Bummer. I was really close to getting a double takedown there. That's a bummer, man. That's a bummer. So close. Gas grenade, stun gun, darts. I wonder why they made a 15% minimum detection chance. I feel like the game already really feels like it encourages safe scumming when you're hacking. I thought, well, maybe if there's a way you can make it so it's impossible to be detected, then that's going to be less true, but not so much. Where does this go? Traveler. It's a place where I can see things from below. Wonder if you can, like, stun gun people from down here. Or find a way to disable the turret from down there. Oh, that's cute. I haven't seen a floor vent in a really long time in this game. That's what most, serious reporters look like, right? Cyberpunk goth. Pretty standard CNN look.
That's done it. They'll be converging on your position and the funicular will take some time to get there. It isn't a high-speed elevator.
Great.
Not to worry. I'm sure your new friends will make the wait interesting. I'll keep you up to date on his progress.
Thanks for nothing, Francis.
Try to take him out here. And well, I got ghosts there, so that's good. I'm gonna find all the guys that I knocked out. I guess I should be hiding them. Cool. It's two. Please don't wake up all the other guards. Right. They just make so much noise. That's the problem.
Funicular is halfway there, Jensen.
Working on it. Calm down. Hopefully this is enough to get me to those two guys, or they wake anybody up. No, they're not waking anybody up. Right on. Hey, it's everybody. That went well. Yeah, I guess you don't really know that you're about to have to, like, make a nest that guards are going to be coming at you and you can prepare. So what you'd probably end up doing is saving, hitting the funicular, realizing that that's going to happen, and then you'd reload and try to set traps for them. They did tell you it would take a while to summon, but not that guards would pop immediately. Doo-doo-doo. Mine templates. Then also I want to drop, right? Okay. Maybe the stimjector. That thing's garbage in terms of inventory space. Yeah, right.
Your ride
hack
is
the
there,
turret to
Vincent.
lethal.
Get moving.
Praxis. Alright. I think we're gonna get the last hacking stealth upgrade. Okay, there's nothing else that we're super duper stoked about. Sprinting for longer could be nice just for town exploration later on. More batteries, not as necessary. I think that 3 is enough to do everything that I want to do. Cooldown maybe. Let's go ahead and get the hacking stealth. My obsessive crawling and opening every drawer has been worthwhile, because I now basically have every upgrade I want, and I'm just taking upgrades just to get them at this
What gave
point.
you that idea? The hidden sub-basement, the fact that a 24-hour news network has been cleared of all workers, or the heavily armed guards trying to kill me?
I wonder how much praxis I've gotten net
I'm
from
talking about how easy it's been to bypass
opening
the
everything
firewall
and knocking all the
access their
guards out and
systems.
hacking
At least
everything.
parts of them.
Whatever
Imagine it's
you
only like
mean.
4.
I mean, I feel as if I'm being directed to some areas of the network and kept away from others. Only no security system I know of can do that on the fly.
Figure it out later, Pritchard. If I'm gonna catch Miss Kassan in action, I need a more accurate destination than the secret lair.
The hollow processing cloud you encountered in room 404 was accompanied by a massive power spike. The spike originated in one of the sub-basement's bigger rooms, 80211. I suspect that's where she broadcasts from.
If you're new to the stream, I'm Marstead. I'm trying to beat every awesome game ever made. I believe there's so many awesome games now that it's impossible to play them all in one lifetime. That's job security for me. Check out a list of all the games we've played so far with YouTube playlists for all of them at games.marstead.com. And you can vote for the next game we're going to play in chat. You can see the commands for that at vote.marstead.com along with an explanation of how it works. Welcome, it's good to have you. Come on. Come on. Okay, here we go. Got a camera right out the gate. I'll be honest, I did not know what a funicular was. They said summon the funicular, and I'm like, is this like a djinn or something? Probably could have guessed from the word summon. You don't summon very many things that aren't demons or elevators. Butlers. Yeah, there's so many words that I only know because of video games. Sounded like a wall coming down. We also want to go hack that panel.
We know someone's here. Keep looking.
Oh, is that tonight, Chaos? No, I didn't realize it was this week. We'll probably go this weekend. It's playing at our local theater.
Hostile in the area.
Hi, buddy. What's up, friend? How are you? Right on. If you see it, let me know how it is. Steven Spielberg, so it can't be awful, right? We didn't get all the way through the book. We got through, like, Act 1. But the parts we got to are really, really good. I feel like the internet has already kind of turned against it. It kind of has that, hey guys, remember this? Remember this? Remember this? I guess I did not see Crystal Skull. Forgot that that existed. I'm gonna have to disable this thing. Try going in stealth.
Access granted.
Ooh, cutting that real close. I think we're okay though. It's already gotten decent reviews? Nice. There's something that's just really fundamentally cool about having been a child of the 80s or grew up with a lot of 80s movies and video games and culture. The setting just has some really neat tech ideas, even if it is a little cheesy, reference focused. Yeah. So I was born in 87, but my parents were very much into that culture, so you know, I played a lot of Joust and I watched a lot of Matthew Broderick movies, and there was many times, and we were listening to the audiobook when we moved Cat and Donovan's stuff out to New Mexico, and Andrew will tell you that there were a bunch of times where a chapter would start and I would call exactly where they were going with it. It was in tune. Oh man, they're talking about this old D&D module, or oh man, they're about to mention the Easter egg from Adventure. Oh yeah? It's not too bad. The third-person thing that I struggle with, Neva, is the fact that the game, its cover system isn't very good, so sometimes you'll be popping out of cover, and you'll shoot the cover that you're popping out from, which I feel like that should basically never happen in a game like this. Directly underneath the camera while I do that. I'm screwed. Wow. My positioning was perfect. Calculated. Other games are a lot smoother about it. It also is a little bit janky about, like, what's happening in the third person. Like, it feels like the third person in this game is mostly a cutscene. Like, it's just kind of for the player's benefit. Oh, look at this neat little animation. But the game does not behave according to what's happening in third person, especially during takedowns, right? Like, you're making all this noise and you're being super obvious, but even if you're doing it right in the middle of an enemy's line of sight, they still don't see you. Pretty in Skyrim, yeah. You have to leave. Okay. Cameras are all off. It's very nice. Let's hack this thing. Can't get to the server. Thanks.
Access granted.
Nice. Yeah, I feel like this game is... It reminds me of Mass Effect 1 in a lot of ways, that clearly the first priority of the developers are the RPG elements. And the shooter kind of follows second. Oh yeah, it doesn't count for 2? I have to load that. That sounded suspicious. I love this game. What was that? The wind? Oh no, just my buddy's legs being broken like 6 inches from me. Alright, let's try that again. Nothing to worry about, very normal. Right, playing the game almost as a stealth archer. Oh shit, that camera sees them go down. Alright, I gotta find another solution for this room. What I gotta do is I gotta go find the camera console, and then I can try to sneak in there and double take down those guys. I wish I could remotely and silently take out the camera without finding a terminal for it. Yeah, cloak is a lot. Okay, that's not really saving me much trouble by coming up to the top there, is it? Alright. Alright, alright. I always did Vanguard in Mass Effect. Although if you do take Infiltrator, it's pretty crazy. Easy to abuse. Where's the camera console is the question. Not in here. People can totally see me through the glass. Gotta be careful. Very nice. Hopefully the two guys down there stay close to each other for a long time so I can go back and double take down them. I unfortunately already triggered the conversation that gets them to move. Ammo. I'm not confident that they won't be able to see me up here. Regrets. Don't speak French. Rush of day-to-day operations, easy to lose focus and figure out what the job's all about. Minds and emotions can be influenced by the media. Crowd has the mental age of a 5-year-old child. I know it's veering into political quarantine, so we won't talk about it at great length, but didn't Cambridge Analytica recently say that advertising doesn't affect people's minds or decisions? People are smarter than that. Like, people spend a lot of money assuming people aren't smarter than that. Okay, we'll come back after we take out the guys downstairs. You can totally see me from up there, unfortunately. Yeah. Big eye roll. I have to suspend the usual political quarantine rules a little bit in games like Deus Ex because they are so intensely political. Life imitating art. What can I dump for that energy bar now that I know that they're valuable? No Praxis. It's okay. What are we doing on Praxis? Ways to go. Nothing that I really need from it. Need to find the security camera console. The whole applying conscious thought thing's pretty hard. I think that's why this game made the comment about people in a crowd basically being a 5-year-old child. Glad there's never a camera that's trained on the camera console, right? Yeah, none of us are. As much as we'd like to be. Reels.
Access granted.
Ooh. Wow. 1/10 of a second. Cutting it close. Turn off the robots. Nice. Now I can go take out those dudes downstairs. Whoa, 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 whoa. What the hell? I thought I just turned off all the cameras. There's one in there. It must be connected to a different hub.
You hear someone jump?
Hear someone jump. He may have actually heard me. I need to play that safe. So it looks like you only get to use the stun ability if you fall from a really high height. If you just drop a little bit, it doesn't work. It's okay. Making sure that it's saved. Okay. Howdy, friend. I keep forgetting I have that radial menu. I'm sorry. Just chomp down a candy bar. Quick takedown. It's a short message to congratulate everyone on the handling of the Washington hearings. Important issue. The height of the interest we had Picus aim to defend. Ha 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 ha. Interesting. What is with that crazy ass miniature moon interactive sphere thing they've got in there? This is Bondville and stuff. Alright, I'm glad that the game is at least self-aware in a lot of respects. Alrighty, let's see. No, what the hell? Is somebody down here this whole time? Shit. I almost made a really dangerous quick save. I should make a manual save slot. I guess I probably could have seen him on the radar, but I thought he was on a different level. My bad. I kind of wish the disabled cameras would go away. Once you disabled them, it's hard to see, especially now that I have the 50-meter radar. It's so zoomed out, it's so tiny I could barely make out anything on there. Where was that guy? Oh, I see now. Walking on one of my knocked out cards if I'm not careful. Did I take an upgrade earlier that slightly passively reduced the sound that I make while sneaking? I feel like in the early game, I was making a lot more noise, even when I was in crouched mode. Alright, so that was the last guard, right? Everything else is on a different level or a camera. So now I can actually look at all these scopes. Hack! Hackerman. Get to the server. Hacking stealth upgrades are useless.
Access granted.
Hi Ari. To bring the issue up higher about the Australian Civil War coverage. Haven't learned from our past mistakes. Going too far with their stance. It'll be the second Gulf War fiasco all over again. Yeah, they made some comment earlier about Jensen being a Gulf War vet. What? That doesn't seem to line up with his apparent age. Now that makes more sense. Dump those painkillers later. I haven't been to a shop this whole session. I really need that money. It's not like I have enough money for the whole game or anything. 15%, thank you very much.
Access granted.
Alright, no detections. What the hell is Roke Publishing? Well, as you're new to this division of Picus, I admire your enthusiasm. Tasmania Magazine, TK Records, and Roke Publishing. Surprised you didn't already know that. Interesting. I feel like this game kind of sets you up in the lore for all the things that you're going to explore. Like, it talks about Tai Young Medical, and it talks about Picus. It talks about the Panchea place. And then you end up doing all those things. But it all happens in the very first chapter. And a lot of the lore in the Sarif building. He was a cop, too. I believe they mentioned him being both. Mine templates, credit chip. Oh, Sanders was the Gulf War vet? That's right, thank you. So I felt like any character in this game being a Gulf War vet was pretty aggressive for the timeline. My bad.
Access granted.
What is up with that crazy ass? Oh yeah, we got this earlier. You must admit it's pretty damn cool though. We got detected last time we read that.
Access granted.
Oh shit. I thought there was more than one green node. I was just kind of naturally hitting it to try to get to the server nodes more quickly. Whoopsies. I'll open with a nuke on this one. Oh wow, that sent me pretty far back, didn't it? Womp womp. That's a bummer. Okay, I gotta go back around the other side, right? Hack this. There we go.
Access granted.
Dokie. Back to the other side. Try to speed hack this one here. I already know what's on it.
Access granted.
WTF. Where's the fun? Alright, don't hit the green one this time. It was an accident. Probably should have auto-captured that level 4 one. Right on.
Access granted.
Sweet. That was worth it too. 200 XP is pretty good. We already hacked that one, but the guy detected us while we were reading the text last time. Yep. Alright. That's everybody, right? Yes. Let's get out of here. There's more cameras on the second floor that I need to disable somewhere else, presumably. It's like through this door, right? There's robots too nearby. Here we go. This probably unlocks the armory and turns off the camera. Can we get to the server? Totes can. Nice. I guess I could see upgrading Fortify since the minimum chance is always 15%. So that if I roll a 1, 2, or 3 basically on a 1d20. Activate. I was not able to open the door with that, interestingly. Where's the server? It is accessible. I think everything up to level 3 is 15% chance now that I have the max upgrade for that. Sniper rifle ammo, typhoon ammo, cooling system, heavy rifle, plasma rifle. That's cool. I bet I can. Do things sell for more if you upgrade them? Let me see if I can make that happen. 1 second. I'm using the heavy rifle because it's a really high value density. I'm guessing that increases its sale price. Guess we'll find out. Anything else that I should... Revolver ammo I can probably dump. I missed some sniper ammo earlier, but what are you gonna do? Cool. There's a little baby robot. It's worth less than a human takedown. Yay, Traveler XP. So far I've found 2 Praxis kits in drawers. I get excited every time I open one. Armory computer. Good. I thought this said Titor for a second. What's the... There's some fiction that, like, includes the whole John Titor forum posts as part of its lore. It's Steins Gate? I don't even remember murdering that guy. By murdering, I mean knocking out. We don't murder here. It must be Steins Gate, yeah. I thought that was really cool. I feel like the creator of it was inspired by the John Titor posts. Right. Feeling good.
Access grant.
Yeah, I like Steins Gate. The time travel stuff. The harem stuff and the ending not so much, but the sci-fi element is really cool. I really like the concept of you can send information through time, but not beings. Or more accurately, I like separating the ideas of sending information through time versus sending beings through time. Peps energy packs and journalist desks makes perfect sense. Okay, sweet. Toss them a host. Is it their first time playing Hollow Knight? Steins Gate is really high up there. Talk a lot on this channel about narrative uncertainty. That point before the story has revealed everything it's going to reveal, where you imagine the different directions it could go, and that feeling is always more satisfying than whatever ending choice they end up picking, even if they pick the best possible choice. So like, I think that Breaking Bad ends perfectly, but like, you know, the penultimate episode of Breaking Bad is great, because even though they made a really good choice about how to end it, it's not quite as good as imagining the different ways they could take it. Anyway, Steins Gate, when the thing happens, like episode 11 or something, the major event, like it was one of the best moments of narrative uncertainty for me. And I was like, oh man, this is so cool. There's so many ways they could take this. And then they didn't do it well after that. I don't think. Oh shit, is that visual? I thought these were all sound-based. Yeah, having the main character be asexual was a nice way to solve for that problem. I agree, Chaos. In that sense, it kind of ended up just having a diverse female cast, which is cool. Maybe I was just moving too fast. I didn't realize there were 2 mines. Womp womp. That's cool. So they're pretty far in the game, sir. One more try. I think it's the speed at which you move. I don't think either of them have a visual component at all. Right on. Fairly far. What was that? Sounds like somebody punched through a wall. Love those Pathfinder XP boosts. It's really great. This game is really good at giving you Korok seeds. It inundates you with cookies. That is. What the hell? Hi, buddy. Those heavy guys take a lot more work to fight lethally. I like that they don't make them like immune to takedowns or something. That would be really frustrating. Or if takedowns just knock them out briefly. Hey, heavy lifting powers. I've had all these progression upgrades for so long, it would be really weird to start this game over and not have them anymore, you know? Oh, I thought reload speed was something I could put on this guy. Maybe I've maxed it out? Huh. Apparently not. I did max it out. Okay, thank you. I'm missing a sell stuff. I may as well combine them now. My super customized will never use it. Heavy assault rifle. Yeah. So it's been long enough since Andrea and I watched Steins Gate. I don't remember how it actually ended, but I'd like to see. I might have to just Google how they did it. I really dislike the way the anime ended. My big thing is in a lot of media, especially in sci-fi, like I feel like Disney movies probably don't have to adhere to this as hard as, you know, inherently darker media, but like if characters are going to sacrifice themselves, then that sacrifice needs to be meaningful. It can't be negated through resurrection or the character regaining what they sacrificed immediately. I think that's relevant to Steins Gate. So it's been a while, I don't remember exactly how it ended. It's not that all endings need to be unhappy. But like, or that, you know, characters should never be allowed to sacrifice. It's just if you're gonna play that card, you can't restore it, because that's really not how it works in the real world. I can think of a couple works of fiction where I was happy that things ended up okay, you know, despite realistically them they should not have ended up okay. An example is probably The Martian. I guess spoilers for The Martian, but everything turns out okay at the end. And that is a movie where it seemed like the obvious choice was to have it not end up okay, but that would have been totally contrary to the entire point of the movie. So I'm glad it played out the way that it did.
Access granted.
I love The Martian. It's one of my all-time favorite movies. I need to read the book still. Yeah, I've Interstellar. It was going somewhere cool, and then it kind of let everybody be happy in the end, and it's like, let's not do that. Science the shit out of it. Andrea loves that movie too. It has an incredibly realistic, like, approach to physicists and scientists. Like, there's a scene where Donald Glover is talking to the director of NASA. He's like, here you go. What's your name? He's like, I'm the director of NASA. He's like, cool. Hold this pen. Man mission to Mars update? I don't think so. Do we know? It continues to be very expensive and very difficult. Lots of funding challenges. I would imagine 2040 at the absolute earliest. If we started spending a ton of money and resources on it today. SpaceNet laser cleaning project. I want to play the cleaning card a bit more. Very too many people wondering about what the structures actually might do. Military aspect of their program. It's funny. Come up with some jibber jabber pseudoscientific crap to give the people. Ask Lyle, he's good with the science jargon. It's awesome. I mean, it's terrible. Oh, really? It's a bummer. Have you seen the guy from HR? Pete or something? Oh my god, have you seen the ass on that baby? Mommy likes. I would cook with those buns. Good. That's how people talk. Okay, go. Congratulating everyone on the handling of the Washington hearings. I already read that. So many computers here, but it makes sense. I'm glad they're catching it.
Access granted.
Extremist anti-aug groups. They had trouble acquiring them. Me and Brian started working on the composites and 3D modeling. Interesting. We have been doing a home porno, or we go for the racist drug-induced violent episode? I feel like at this point we've spent so much money on it, we have to finish it. Like, sunk cost... It's sort of like the... the Super Collider in Texas. Like, massive, massive waste to shut down that project. Granted, physicists used to be a lot worse about tracking their spending and prioritizing funding. There's this group called P5 in the high energy physics community. Holy shit, I'm not used to being detected. These upgrades are bad for my health. And they get together every so often and they figure out what physicists should prioritize from a budget perspective. And they give that to Congress and they say, hey, if we had all the money in the world, these are all the projects we would do. If you limited our budget, here are the things we feel are mandatory. And that's really improved their perception, apparently, and political fields. Andrea can talk about it more sometime. But high-energy physicists used to have a really bad reputation for dicking around on that and fighting each other. Radical Pulsar program in 2017. Largest shift in military capacity seen on the North American continent since the last century. Strengthening of Canada's borders. U.S. migrants nicknamed snowbacks. That's very, Handmaid's Tale. Hey, speaking of good, dystopian fiction, if you haven't watched Handmaid's Tale yet on Hulu, it is fantastic. Oh my goodness, it is really good. It's one of the most draining shows I've ever watched, though. Like, I can only watch one episode at a time because it would really just take it out of me. It's super good. It's like, I would put it on your short list. I know everybody has a big list of shows that they have to watch. I would accelerate that as much as you can. I kind of hope, I know they're making another season. I guess it ends where the book ended. And the ending is pretty perfect. So I kind of want to just think of it as a one season, one done thing. Well, sunk cost is a problem in a situation where it's like you're in a movie theater and oh shit, wow, I didn't realize that's where I was this whole time. You paid for a movie ticket and you start watching the movie and you realize it sucks. And you're like, well, I paid for my ticket, so I may as well sit here and watch the rest of the movie. Well, no. The money you paid for the ticket's already gone. By sitting and watching the rest of the movie that you clearly hate, you are now also wasting your time. And there's no additional value that's created. But in the case of something like James Webb, like, there is no value, there's zero value if the project isn't finished. And tremendous value if the project is eventually finished, despite the problems leading up to that point. Okay. Oh, yeah, we were talking about Battletech the other day. It was pretty exciting. Ah, shit. Son of a bitch. Didn't realize they were different levels. Okay, I think I've done everything there is to do here. Handmaid's Tale is really interesting because it's a very specific dystopian future that I haven't really seen adapted before. And, it's, when you first start watching it, you're like, this is over the top. This would never happen. But the more you watch it, the more you're like, oh god, this totally could happen. And that's the part that's draining and scary for me. Guys. You didn't see anything? There's totally a camera over there that I can't disable from here. Shit. That alarm made me jump.
Someone hiding over there?
Cutting that shit real close. Oh, shit. I need to use one of these now. Didn't want to, but I have to. Okay. Let's see. Very much would like to turn that guy off. Whoa. Lion's Den. Don't see any security terminals in here. Here we go. Right. It's a pretty huge level. You can almost consider this level as being part of the the medical building, right? Because you play them back to back with no hub break, no side quests.
Access granted.
It's pretty cray-cray. Go. That's forward. Caution is taking less and less time the further we get in this game. I'm getting better at understanding how the AI works. It's a big part of it. But I'm also doing better at, well, I have so many augments now that double takedowns speed things up. The really long stealth counter makes things a lot easier. Son of a bitch.
Access granted.
Bust through that wall. Yeah, I definitely feel, I can feel that in this game. It really feels like they were very aggressive with what they wanted to do with this game in Detroit. There's so many side quests and so many things to do there. And you get to China and there's about half as many things to do. Second World Enhanced Games. That's cool. There's another thing to explore there. I've seen that in a lot of video games. I totally agree with, was it Gabe Newell's comment in that one Reddit AMA that every feature and everything you see that's in a finished product video game is there at the expense of features that had to be cut for time or budget reasons. It's nice though, the game doesn't feel like it gets less polished over time. Like, there are definitely a lot of sections in Mass Effect that feel really unpolished out of nowhere. But you can just see that the volume of content goes down as you progress through it. Let's hack this thing up here.
Access granted.
Nice. I think I'm gonna get this sprint speed upgrade next. Of course.
Access granted.
I feel like there should be an achievement or something for never going an event. The game gives you so many events all the time, you know? And they always make their placement very obvious, I feel like. Whoa, this is that evil sphere they were talking about. Bond villain type stuff. It's a moon. Is Picus like centered on a moon base or something? It seems like the headquarters are here. That is some Bond villain shit. You open both the doors and both sides here. Heavy rifle ammo. Uh-oh. Like the game is telling me something here. We haven't had a boss fight in a really long time, tens of hours. So I need a total of 6 slots. The heavy rifle ammo even show on this list as far as its value density? No, but it's not good enough. Let's not worry about it then. It's going to be a bunch of fake Eliza's suspicious video game generosity.
Hello, Adam. I knew you would find the real me eventually.
She's a robot?
You're a computer.
Oh,
AI
her name's Eliza. I get it.
But I have started to question that.
Cute.
Ever since I realized what my interference had allowed, the day I started watching you.
That's cool.
This is impossible.
They did some planting about
People would know.
Would they?
AIs.
I was engineered to monitor communications and data streams. To find out what people are talking about and make sure it's being discussed correctly.
Correctly? And what if it isn't?
Then my programming allows me to reshape it.
You spin the news. Control what people see.
She does.
Who created you? Whose policies are you programmed to protect?
Zhao is one of them, I think.
That's a cool reveal.
But there are others.
Tell me. Who else is involved in this, Eliza? Where's Megan Reed? Who ordered the kidnapping?
I want to tell you, Adam, but I cannot.
Why not?
Because she won't let me.
Oh, what's up, boss fight lady?
Here she comes. It is strange, Adam. She is easier for me to understand than you are.
This is a really small room.
Destroying the power conduits may send current through the coolant.
Now I have to be lethal with bosses, right? We established that earlier. I guess I can use non-lethal. They just have one health pool. Yeah, the Eliza chatbot. I didn't see that reference. Is that the thing that got cleared forever ago? Ah, shit. She's the... That's cool, so I can use my invisibility. This is pretty sweet. Combat hacking and invisibility.
Access grant.
This whole upper area wasn't in vanilla. Right on. It's pretty sweet. Right, so I can if I kill her lethally, like, there's no penalty for doing that, basically, is that correct? Yeah, right? This one's really sweet. Oh, I can totally melee her. That's cool. Maybe you're not meant to ever melee her. No, I did not see that.
Move, Adam.
I'm hacking. Chill out. Doing shit.
Access granted.
Makes no difference. So I can fill that room with gas because I'm immune to it.
Here she comes.
Wonder if I can sneak up behind her and then get a melee attack off if it only punishes you for trying to do it from the front. Oh, she still gets to stop me? Even when I'm invisible? That's a bummer. I guess I could try going for the stab instead, right? This second area is a pretty significant addition. I like it. She got gassed to death. That was a cool fight. It must have been awful in the base game, especially if you were going non-lethal up to this point.
Her life signs are fading. Will you save her?
I'll think about it. Will you answer my questions now?
I cannot tell you where Reed and the others were taken. They vanished from the global grid as soon as the doctor removed their GPL implants.
What doctor?
This is Sandoval. Why are you calling me here?
I know this guy. He's Bill Taggart's aide.
He was a trauma surgeon before he became an anti-augmentation activist. Would you like to hear more?
Can I like download
Yes.
you into my pocket and bring you with me?
There's been a change of plans. Sarif's team must not make it to the hearing.
But that's
Is
too soon.
AI a major element
Remove
of
the GPLs. I'll need a full operating suite.
Deus
Does
Ex,
the
the original
facility have
game?
one?
I guess it
Better to
makes
shoot
sense
than
given the
enough.
name of the game, but
FEMA. That's where they were taken.
it's FEMA.
But why? Why take them at all?
An acquaintance of yours has the answer. David Sarif.
Oh, that sounds awful.
Sarif?
This name.
I have copied the audio transmission to a handheld playback device. I suggest you take it and leave quickly.
I have more questions.
And I have already told you too much. This passage will take you to your companion. Just be careful, Adam. Because everybody lies.
Everybody lies. Thanks, friendly robot. I did not call Eliza being an AI. The game did a really good job of hinting at it throughout the stage. Probably should have. There's things to hack in here. God, they give you stuff for days in this room. Goodness. Make sure that you are stocked. But there are a lot of like little lore boxes in the level that were gluing you into it. That pro energy pack, please. Thank you. Need to drop 2 things. Oops. What's up, Eliza? It's a pretty cool arena for a boss fight, too. Very neat. Right, because you probably don't have any lethal equipment because you were potentially playing it non-lethally. I see.
Access granted.
Oh, and I could have turned the lasers off, but I invis through them. That's cute. That element was really cool, running in there to turn on the gun turrets. And letting you bust open the wall to turn off the electricity downstairs. They did a good job of improving the fight, I feel like. Alright, well, I've got 2 Praxis right now, right? I don't think there's any upgrade that I want that costs 2. Get both Fortify upgrades, I guess, but hacking is kind of trivial at this point. 2 battery updates. I get the increased sprint, would be nice for exploring towns. I think I might take that. Don't need aim stabilizer, don't need Typhoon, don't need any leg stuff because they're activated powers. That's also an activated power. Whoa, really? That's cool. So can I jump up here too? Maybe not. But it's a way for me to get down to the bottom. Maybe I can lure her over there and then land and stun her. Alright, let's see. If you're new to the stream, hey, I'm Marstead. I'm trying to beat every awesome game ever made. I believe there's so many awesome games out there that it's impossible for one person to play all of them in one lifetime. But that is job security for me. If you'd like to see a list of the games we've played so far, along with YouTube playlists for all of them, you can go to games.marstead.com. And you can even vote for the next game we're going to play in chat. You can see how to do that if you go to vote.marstead.com. Welcome. It's pretty cool when you land the hold the stun thing. Alright, that's all there is to get here, I think. I like how it shows you that the breath augment is triggering when I'm running now. It's cool. What augments do I still not have? I'm kind of getting there, right? Let's see. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 20, 21, 22, 24. And of those, I think there's only like one that costs 2, right? I guess the Typhoon costs a lot. Enhanced eyes. Yeah, I might end up taking that. I'm running out of stuff that I want to spend on. Let's see.
Jensen? Eliza Kassan just contacted me and told me I should meet you here.
It's funny.
You ready to go?
Take us home.
Yeah, take us home, Alec.
Amen to that.
Super long mission. A pretty big chunk of the last session we played yesterday was Taiyang Medical. So like, Taiyang Medical plus this area are back-to-back dungeons, and it's almost like 6 hours. Country roads. Pre-rendered flying cutscene. Aw, dang. Stop playing God. This is good. Leave Detroit for like 10 hours and this happens? I remember playing Populous for the Super Nintendo when I was a kid. My dad was into it.
Land at HQ. A riot's broken out. Boss says to drop you at your apartment.
I could use a shower.
You'll have to make
Didn't the
it quick.
Populous dad make
John's way
another
to meet you.
game that was about playing God? Was it Black versus White or something like that? best playing as God game is ActRaiser. Not really, but that is a cool game. Deserves a modern sequel. It's the Enix game that second most deserves a modern sequel after Evo. Man, I would be so stoked about a modern Evo sequel, especially if they made an online game. Beat other players. Oh man, I haven't been in Sarif HQ in a minute. Look at all these powers I have here now. Shoot. Can I not quick save here? Can't. Aw, dang, yo. Should have come back to explore Sarif a while ago. Shoot. Hot diggity. Everything that I want to drop is worth a lot. I don't have any, like, errant painkillers to toss. Guess maybe the remote detonated explosive devices, since they turned out to be kind of useless. Do I have any ammo that's just barely over the limit? I'll dump this sniper rifle ammo. That might be what that box is normally for. Whee! More Traveler XP. That's all that's down here. Wow, such a cool little side area. You just have a little credit chip at the bottom. I was hoping for a Praxis kit. Ah well. Look, you can do some pretty cool randomizer stuff in this game with Praxis kit locations. I guess that's the only thing you would care about, huh? Maybe not. Less interesting. They are super arbitrary, though. When I first started playing the game, I was like, oh, okay, they try to put Praxis kit behind areas that require an augment to get into, because they tended to be behind walls that you had to break, or areas where you had to use a slow fall. And then we got to Taeyong Medical, and we found like 3 of them in drawers. My world was shattered. Now I'm able to save. Very good. Is Black and White any good? I'm actually not even sure if Populous is very good. It's one of the few games we had access to. My dad actually owned it for the SNES. Okie dokie. Just know of it. Gotcha.
Welcome home, Mr. Jensen. You have new messages.
Apparently that's not all I have.
What's up?
Make yourself at home, boss.
It's a fucking mess out there, Adam. You seen the news? Picus is telling everyone we're breeding super soldiers.
I mean, aren't you?
Taggart's at the convention center right now, urging the UN to investigate.
Is it true?
Of course not.
It's totally true.
Typhoon, right? And a few of those defense contracts.
What?
Oh, and let's not forget the fact that Megan's team was kidnapped right before her research went public. How do you explain that one, boss?
I would be super freaked out.
I wanted people to see that research.
It was just in my apartment when I walked in.
On the brink of something historic. Something that would have catapulted this company to the top of the Fortune 500.
It was the human evolution thing, right?
They knew exactly where her research would take us. And they refused to let anyone else have that much power.
Anyone else? Eliza was right.
No one AUG should have all that power.
I suspected. But these people? They're like ghosts. Always in the shadows. Always hiding behind lies and proxies.
Who are they?
Well, a name won't mean much. They'll use whatever one suits their interests. Sometimes it's the Masons.
Bilderberg Group, I was just about to say.
They've had a finger in every corporation, organization,
NWO.
government initiative that's defined modern society.
Patriots. Lolly-lay-low.
The Illuminati?
It's no joke. They're organized and they operate over and above society.
This is our first real hit with
So why would the Illuminati
conspiracy theories stuff. I always knew that this was in Deus Ex because my friends were super into conspiracy
found a way
theories,
to make
much to my
augmentation
chagrin,
safer
and they love this
for
game.
all of us, so we can all become like you.
Like me?
Like you are, more than human. We've got to get him back, Adam.
Lizard people.
You said Taggart is speaking at the convention center right now?
Bitch even sent me an invite.
What's supposed to be son of a bitch?
I was neck deep in this.
I don't know where Sandoval is, but Taggart will. Adam, you've got to handle this delicately. We don't know Taggart is involved, and we can't afford another punch in the face. I'm trusting you with this one.
Thanks, dude. Alright, so I need to explore Sarif Industries before we move along too far. Now I got all these augments. Oh man, Cyber Boost Pro Energy Pack.
The footage sparking the riots appears to show scientists performing crude, torture-like experiments on teams of augmented super soldiers.
Do I have new emails? You got a sandwich lying there? Gross, it's been there for weeks now. Check your latest reminder of the mirror in your bathroom place. Yeah. Dog. Okay, so it looks like I have to read my console at work. They're not shared. Some stuff I already read. Can I move my own fridge? Oh, I can't even move my own fridge. Miserable.
Re-establishing security system.
What the hell? That was interesting. That was very interesting.
Re-establishing security system. See you soon, Mr. Jensen.
Like, if I were given the power to control this universe, I would hide all sorts of things behind my fridge. I can't even move it to put my stash of stuff back there.
The footage sparking the riots appears
I don't know how it happened.
performing crude,
1 second.
torture-like experiments on teams of augmented super soldiers.
Hey, Detroit's on fire. So nothing particularly new. There are gonna be randos that try to attack me because I'm augmented now. Alright, I gotta go sell stuff. That's #1 priority.
Welcome to the Detroit Automated Information.
Please don't bother me.
You've got no right!
Please don't bother me.
I'd seen the
Oh,
footage,
this game.
That shit could be doctored easily. These people are probably freaking out for nothing. What if it's true?
Super soldiers really probably shouldn't be a shock to anybody. That just seems like the natural thing to do with augments. Like, what were they expecting? You're just using them for going on dates and jumping higher, going to the Olympics.
You wait for them to save you?
Training exercise.
Oh, nobody's randomly aggroing me. That's nice. I was worried that people were going to be so mad. They're going to see my augments and just pick a fight with me. Guess they know better. Are there new side quests in Detroit now? Has anything changed? Because I don't need to go back and revisit all the buildings in the game. Hey dude, you moved. That's weird.
What's your pleasure, friend?
Selling. Oh my god, I've needed to sell for a really long time now. Heavy rifle ammo actually does sell for a decent amount. Now I have all the inventory slots. 1750 on the heavy rifle, very nice. Sell gas grenades, mine templates, P mines. I might actually save. Well, no, they take up more space than the grenades. They're not hidden. Okay, gotcha. Try to keep an eye out for them, maybe. I think I'm probably okay on grenades for now. Should be fine.
Be sure to tell all your friends. Just not the cops.
Kai's voice does not match his face. Okay, there's no real reason to go back and revisit buildings and areas that I've already been in, though. I'm guessing. Look at all that precious inventory space. And get into one mission, I'm going to fill it all up instantly. Alright, let's see if anything shows on the map. Go scope out the Limb Clinic and see if they have more praxis, and then go check out Sarif HQ. It's a friendly robot.
Jensen, Sarif had me hack the convention center security logs for you. Sandoval signed out. He isn't there.
Taggart will know where he went.
You really think he'll tell you in the middle of a riot? In front of all the media?
He will if I ask real nice.
Well, if that doesn't work, he also has a dressing room backstage. Seems to me a man like Taggart must keep close track of his employees. Speaking of which, I also backtraced that breach in our own firewall. The one Sarif opened.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us about?
Forgot about that.
The one he was using right before he hired me. Right.
Looks like our boss was being chatty with a private detective named Brent Radford. He lives on Earl's Court. In case you want to get chatty with him, too.
So what you're telling me is that all the side quests are going to unlock like that, just automatically as I move through the main quest? I don't have to go, like, find and talk to a random named NPC somewhere? Hello, please have more praxis for sale. Yeah. Nice.
Always a pleasure, sir.
Always a pleasure. Definitely don't need any of that praxis. Okie dokie. See through walls. I know retinal prosthesis. Curious how expensive it is. It says energy consumption low. Is there anything else I absolutely want before I take it? Should probably decide. So I can get the extra batteries. That's be my one chance when I have two practice at the same time, so I'll just get it out of the way. That's cool. It's actually not too bad. I can turn it on and off pretty easily. It just shows me... Oh, it shows me consoles as well. Alright, then that's actually worth it. Because I can use that to find security consoles when I don't know where to look. Kind of getting a sense of how they do their level design for security consoles when there's like a turret. They try to hide them around a corner in the same room as the turret. We read all those already. Let's see. Let's go do the side quest. I think we actually passed where that's supposed to be. So many cops. I wonder if you're trying to do the playthrough where you get praxis to unlock every upgrade, if you have to take out every innocent in the game. Takedowns give you a lot of XP, so I imagine you do. I wonder if I can go to the police station if people are awake, or if they're still knocked out. I'll have to check that out later. It'd be funny just to find out. Howdy. Oh, blood. Fantastic. You've got a fridge with nothing behind it.
That was weird. What the hell is...
Well, that makes sense. I don't know what I was expecting to happen there. I had a chance to knock him down. I didn't realize that he was a bad guy when I walked in at first. Oops. Hey, you seem okay.
Jensen. Oh, Christ.
Brent Radford?
In the flesh. For now.
How do you know my name? What happened here?
Answers for favors. There's a trauma kit I keep.
A lot of these characters are alpha. I think I've seen one beta, several alphas, and no omegas yet.
They could be back. Any minute. Find the kit quickly. If you want answers.
Alright, that's reasonable.
I'll be back.
Did you find the kit? Oh, sweet Jesus. The pain. Morphine.
This should help with the pain. Now tell me what's going on.
Those sons of bitches. I should have seen it coming. I knew from the moment Sarif got spooked that this case would come back and bite me in the ass.
This guy
Sarif.
Totally looks like a grizzled
The investigator
detective.
he hired to run a background check on me.
Detective.
His costume.
Or I was. Until... Christ, fuck it.
Standard
I'm
issue
just trying to
detective ascot.
Breathe. Point is, the goons that did this to me, professionals, I think your boss pissed off the wrong people, trying to dig up your dirt.
What people? What did you find?
No time to go into details. My storage unit, the sons of bitches, they're headed there now.
I probably already robbed it.
Had me uncover a ton of shit on you. Stuff even you don't know.
Oh, so this might be an alternate path to find out about my
your real
parents not really being my parents.
The tests, the fire. What are you, Jensen? Some kind of freak?
Focus, Radford.
I put it all... I mothballed the case in storage. It's in an alley. Behind the bank. Your files are there. But Michelle knows. Michelle knows more. You need to stop. You need to stop them. Fuck. You robot. This is all your fault. Give me another shot. Morphine. Or go fuck yourself.
He's eventually going to die from morphine application, I feel like.
Focus, Radford.
Ah, that hit the spot. I think I could get used to this stuff. Hey, I'm feeling a little more talkative. Already. Robot.
Don't call me a robot, that's rude.
Radford, I know you're in a lot of pain, but it's important you give me as many details as you can.
There's a storage unit.
You mentioned someone named Michelle. Who's Michelle?
Your guardian angel.
Who is she?
Tell me, do robots even believe in angels? Or did they take that out of you? Did they take that away? You know, your soul.
When they built you.
They built you.
Oh, you know, that'd be pretty cool.
Tell me.
I'd love if that's the twist, that Adam Jensen is
I know you're in a lot of pain.
an AI that was built based on...
Find her. Before they do. You owe her that much.
That'd be pretty cool. Like, Jensen actually died in the opening mission, and we're technically playing as a robot
Why did Sarif
replacement.
stop the investigation? You said he was spooked. What spooked him?
You wouldn't believe me even if I told you. Hell, even I don't. I still don't believe it. You believe in ghosts, Jensen?
It makes sense with the plants about his parents.
Close enough. Illuminati. Conspiracies, theories, it's all bullshit.
But is it?
You stink of it, Jensen. Enough to have your boss, one of the most powerful men in the world, look away. You're a ghost. A fucking tragedy. Everything you touch, everything that touches you, dies.
I know.
Who did this to you?
Guys in suits. One of them, David or Daniel, something like that, British accent. He was in charge. Talked about a Mr. Gray. They were in a hurry. 4 of them. Not counting the one they left behind. Well-armed, disciplined. I didn't stand a chance. Maybe that metal corpse you call a body will do better than mine did.
What were they looking for?
You robot. They wanted my information on you. Someone powerful has their eyes on you and is very interested in your past.
Cool.
Is there anything you can give me to help?
Take whatever you want from here or the storage unit. There's a weapons cache and some money there.
I'm leaving, but I'll call in an ambulance. You'll be okay.
Wonder why they gave me the personality type
Those
thing.
fucking animals. I can't move anything. I was turning around, pulling my gun when the first bullet hit me. The second one, they fucking paralyzed me.
I'm sure it's not as bad as you think. It might be a
We'll
reaction
rebuild
to
you
morphine.
as you can be a robot too. It'll be great.
I also know what a 9mm round fired at less than 10 meters does to the thoracic vertebrae on impact.
You need a doctor. They can fix that.
I ain't turning into no freak. Even if I could afford the surgery, the augments,
He's got
I'd rather
points
die
and everything.
than be half a machine. And I sure as hell ain't gonna live the rest of my life in a wheelchair, shitting in a goddamn diaper.
Radford.
Listen, I know there's still a few more morphine shots. Another
Alpha.
2 should do the trick. Please.
I wonder if that was intentional or they
close
just
as I'm
turned
gonna
out
get
that all the interesting conversations
to begging you.
were going to be with
Don't leave
alphas.
me like this. You owe me that much.
Why do you hate augmentation so much?
Because it ain't right. You can't go changing the way things are. You can't replace the real thing with an imitation. It ain't right. It ain't natural.
It can save your life.
No, you lose more than what gets left behind on the chopping block. You should know this by now.
I understand. But technology, it's different now. It can help you. You could still live a normal life.
A normal life? What would you know about a normal life? Did technology really
We're
help
about
you,
at time here. I'm
Jensen?
just going to finish this conversation before we sign off.
I think it made you a monster. Sarif didn't give you your life back. He just made you better at taking it away from others.
I don't think you really want to die, Radford. I think you're just scared. I was scared too. I didn't ask for any of this.
I didn't ask for any of this.
Bullet in the gut.
It finally happened
You
without
can't
me
blame
selecting
me,
something.
Or Sarif, or technology for what's happening here.
I wouldn't be in this mess if it wasn't for you and your damn past. I never should have taken the job, but I needed the work, the money. Even if I wanted to, I can't afford the fucking augmentation
I got so
surgery.
much money, don't even
And
worry.
I can't live like a cripple for the rest of my life.
Living through adversity is what makes us human. It's not flesh and blood or even bone that defines us. I might be more machine than flesh, but I'm still alive. I'm still human.
You
Is he though?
For a robot, I'll give you that.
They planted the
Tell you what,
Eliza thing.
I'll play along with this little after-school special you got going on here. I'll get through this, but not because of this lovey-dovey bullshit charade. I'll live for the truth, for revenge. Whoever hired those suits, I'm going after those sons of bitches.
Good
I
for
don't
you,
care
buddy.
how deep this rabbit hole goes.
Glad to hear it.
Yeah. Yeah. And Jensen, I don't know how bad you think your wounds were, but your boss, your friend Sarif, they butchered you. Went too far with the operation. You were an experiment, a test. But he's the one that made you a weapon. Almost makes me feel bad for you. Almost.
Thanks, dog. No silver ton XP for saving this dude's life? Maybe it happened during the conversation. Alright, that's time, everybody. Thanks as always for hanging out. Give you an update on what's coming up. We're going to go ahead and throw a host to Overboard Gaming. They're pretty good.